Qué jodiendo te digo.
Here we are.
Alright. Alright, guys. Sorry about that. We're not sure what exactly happened there, but I think we're back.
Oh, I hope so.
Things were just getting spicy.
They
Yeah,
were.
right?
They were. I don't know what is up with Twitch that for the last two goes in a row they've done that to us. Both.
Well, they're just trying to pump our ad revenue.
Okay. So, Frag, I'm assuming that that's a reroll that you just did there, right?
Yes, I use a fortune point
I
because
saw
I'm just
that.
like, yike.
And you're hitting the veteran also?
Yes,
That
I
poor
wanted to step up with my dude and be like, I'm confused. Stab.
Hey, you charged.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Holy
Wow.
shit. So that
She's
is
like, he
a...
feeds me
Because
tarts.
because I am still I don't know if the crowd remembers, but I still kept my yellow armband on, and so I wanted to essentially just it's like why did the veteran make the guy's head explode? Why?
So you run up and...
Essentially trying to
So understand that you got a 12-point difference
Right.
in success levels. So you're going to hit him for 19 damage in the left leg.
Good fuck.
It's the same leg. There's no armor
Stab.
there. That's crazy.
I
No,
have
no,
stab.
no,
no
no,
armor.
no, no. He hit him in the arm. So that's going to be a total of a 16-point crit to the leg. So please go ahead and roll that D100 so we can see what terrible, terrible things you have done there.
We'll see.
Fortune point.
You can, in fact, use your fortune point since this is the
Okay.
end of the adventure, and you'll have them back next session.
Yeah, why not? Because it's fun.
All
There we go.
right. So that is going to be an 82. So you essentially cut at him underneath Marcus's blow, hacking his kneecap, shattering it into several pieces. He falls to the floor, clutching it. He is now bleeding, prone, and stunned.
There was also a 2v1, so she probably had an extra success level in there somewhere.
That is true, but that'll only make it an 83, which is still the same thing.
Gotcha.
Uh,
Oh,
but
you stab.
he is now both broken, bloodied, and stunned, which is not good for fucking anybody involved.
It's good for us.
Jeez, jeez.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's surrendering time, guys. Put down the bows.
Well, at this point, with both of the leaders down, it really is, and
Izzy, you're streaming your search.
Yeah.
that doesn't make sense.
You're screen sharing your scroll through.
There you go.
There
It
you go.
should not be. It should be screen sharing
Better.
a different window.
It's back.
They did
Luckily, it was not porn.
Oh, yes.
Well, we don't kink shame around here.
Or maybe unluckily, it was.
No,
You know
no.
what?
I've seen bad things happen for less. So
Shit.
All right, that's fine. Fuck it. So, because the two leaders are now down, the rest of the archers surrender, and you guys now owe them 15 gold.
How much?
15 gold.
Hey, they didn't all sit down when it's time to sit down.
No, only 8 sat down when it was time to sit down, but the rest do sit down afterward.
Well, it's too late now. You can't give up and get gold because the fight's done. The
Uh,
fight already ended.
That's a fair point.
It was a limited time offer.
Also, I think there's 15 total. There should only be
Yeah, he said 8 out of the 15 set.
So with that going on, I'm assuming you guys just let these two bleed to death, right? Which does not take particularly long.
Yeah, I couldn't care less about them.
I
I
do
nudged
need to
Frag
go
and
and
say,
study
Frag,
the face of the burnt one because I want to understand just how fire actually affects the body.
You walk over. It is awful. It is a terrible, terrible wound. It you're just like what the.
Mid walks over to Rolf and just sort of gets down, like sort of crouches next to him, and goes, "The horrible thing is, my stomach can't tell the difference between horror and hunger."
Wow.
Wow.
Frag will take off her yellow armband and kind of like, kind of pat some like goopy stuff and just leave the band on the dude's face on the
Just like plastered to the burn wound.
like.
Roderick's gonna walk through the remaining bandits and just kind of like kick them along and like, all right, show's over, get out of here.
So the ones that sat down are like, well, what about our gold?
It's forthcoming. Former Q.
The other ones are like, we can leave.
Are you gonna be bandits tomorrow?
No.
There's a very
gonna
angry. There's a
come back
very
here?
angry pirate lady that is sailing her way down the Cockles Run. And if she catches you being bandits, she's gonna keelhole you. She'll be here in 2 days. I suggest you don't come back this way.
Do you think she's hiring?
Probably.
Who knows?
Why don't you fellas go inside and have a drink? You've had a rough day.
So they actually are like, they take the gold that you give them, walk inside, and begin spending the gold.
Works.
There you go.
Hey,
I look
Do
at
we?
Barnes. We have a commission for those drinks.
We're stimulating the
saving the
economy.
establishment and whatnot.
And Varn's like,
All right, I like you. I'm just joking. It's fine.
I'm pretty sure we haven't paid for a drink or our night stay since we decided to film
No.
it. So.
nope.
I hold my hand up and say, to be fair, I'm done being a mercenary for the day. I'm back to being a fool.
True.
So, guys.
I really wanted to see someone get hit by that ballista.
Me too.
Well,
Listen.
you would have had to let them inside the house for that.
No.
Listen,
I'm a pet dragon.
we're efficient.
Like, it. Yeah, you know what? The reality is that the game is just so fucking mean that when something goes wrong, you die a terrible, terrible death with your eye melting.
Kind of like the books.
Yeah.
Yep.
That guy.
There wasn't a lot of like drawn out fights in the books, honestly.
That guy was like, "We want your money," and you guys are like, "Nah."
I lost all respect for that encounter when he showed up.
He said it with that voice, and we're like, "Listen here, entertainment rat."
That's fine. We had lost all respect for those guys some time ago. That was
Someone
funny.
go inform Lord Porpoise his hide will survive another day.
Lord Porpoise.
Well, you guys
Oh,
spend
yeah, that guy.
you guys spend the rest of the day cleaning.
Actually,
Harold,
matter of fact, don't tell him yet. I don't need him down here.
So Harold comes down and he says, "Aha! Since the battle is done, we only need to pay you for 2 days rather than 3."
You're gonna
Hey,
have,
bandits!
how-
Do you guys want to be bandits again for another hour or so?
They're like, "Will we not get keeled-hauled?"
I'm not going to do anything. I'm just owed a certain amount of money by this gentleman.
No. That's fine. That's fine. So he gives you guys your payments. You guys spend the next 3 days hanging out in the at the tavern.
I head upstairs and I actually want to just sort of chat with the Lord Dolphin, like just learn more about his land, where he's from.
Okay.
Like I put on my fancy clothes and I just like have a few questions, just sort of charm him a little bit by like being super interested in where he's from because I have no idea where he's from.
He had some important papers and stuff. I didn't know what they said,
So,
but they were
so
there.
You go and you talk to him and whatnot, and it's a fruitful couple of days that you guys spend there. Ragnar has officially said that he's signing up for the Unfortunate Sons.
Yes.
Nice.
The current decision, though, is that now you guys have the 5 of you plus 2 additional employees that do need to get paid on a monthly basis, and you guys are going to need to start finding an actual base of operations.
Well, we still have to return this cart and get paid for the rest of our job of
Yeah.
escorting Lady Alira. So
Yeah, essentially, you guys have a couple of decisions to make between now and next week.
and I know we were going to use Marcus's mother's house as a temporary base of operations.
I still say this fine inn is an excellent temporary base of operations.
This place has Iron Islands mead.
I mean, we don't have to be based out of any place in particular, right? So I'm
This
down with being
would be a
based out of
great
here
place
for
for
now.
me to set up a alchemy station to do my own experiments.
Does Varn actually pay anyone to like rent the place, or?
Varn does not usually have to.
He was paying rent, but then we solved that problem for
Well,
him.
that was more of a mafia type thing. I don't think that was an actual like
No,
landlord type
Varn
rent.
actually owns it, and he pays taxes obviously to. He pays taxes obviously to the lord of the area.
So I approached Ron. I'm like, hey, we need a base. We're not going to be up this way for a while. We have to go back down to the cider hall, I think.
No, we're headed. Yeah, Harvest Hall.
Yeah.
Harvest Hall is where
Harvest
you
Hall.
guys are currently headed.
We're headed back down to Harvest Hall to return his cart and do some stuff down there and finish up our job. Would you be adverse to us coming back up this way when we have the chance and making this like a temporary base of operations? I mean, I'll help you with your taxes for the month, like almost like a sublet, I guess.
And any unsuspecting brigands of, I don't know, Prick Lone River.
I mean, I figure you like us, we like you. Zael's fucking amazing, and if I don't let Roderick enjoy himself with some salt water every now and then, he's gonna eventually hang me. So.
I want more tarts.
And Frag
I
likes
like
it,
the
though.
tarts and the bard.
So they say, we could definitely work something out.
Because I figure most places offer protection, but you have to pay them. We're offering you protection, but we're willing to pay you to let us base ourselves out of here.
I don't really have enough rooms for you guys to be really based out of here.
So you're
We could
saying
always, we could always add stuff on.
Build an annex.
Yeah.
That's what I heard anyway.
Yeah, we
Yep.
could pay to build a little annex or a little area out back.
So
Right?
there's more than enough of us that could swing a hammer.
Yeah.
This is all right. All right, let's try and work something out, and what we'll actually do is we'll handle that sort of thing behind the scenes, because that's some nitty gritty negotiating and whatnot.
Yeah.
That's a lot of big words.
And so what we'll do now is, you guys are finishing up here. You guys are gonna have a week of downtime when you arrive at Harvest Hall before your next mission. So you guys will need to start thinking about what you're gonna do with that.
Before we leave, I'm gonna give Varg a big hug. And my blessing.
Varn appreciates the blessing, and he accepts the hug. Ragnar,
It's a manly hug.
Ragnar and Xander say that they will stay, and that they will start making like a barracks, not far away. You're gonna have to leave some gold with him or whatever, so they can start buying materials and
We have to figure out how much gold I have left.
yeah. Well, that's part of the negotiating thing that we're gonna do behind the scenes.
Yeah.
But for next week, we have all sorts of other shit going down that we will start working out. Okay, so channel announcements. Thursday night is episode 2 of Dead by Dawn, which is our sci-fi hunting interlude while we wait for Good Boys to come back. Monday will be episode 2 of chapter 2 of Land of Ice and Snow, which is currently quite popular. Those are both at 8 p.m. Eastern. Keep an eye out on our Facebook page for our announcements for the gaming thing. You know what? I'm kind of feeling like we might just do an Among Us because it's something that we could stream and all faff about on. But I don't know yet. We'll figure that out.
Oh boy.
Birch store.
Oh, Among Us is dangerous. I'm dangerous in Among Us.
So
I've
Yeah,
never
you
played
You
it.
thought Frag was stabby?
Frag is looking sus.
the problem with it is, right? Obviously that a couple of people have said Vermintide,
There's not enough people to play that.
and
Or there's not enough, like...
that's the issue.
Characters in the game.
That Vermintide takes up so much There's like 10 of us, and Vermintide's only for 4 people. So I don't know.
Plus, you have to pay for it.
Well, right.
Vermintide ain't cheap.
Not everybody has Vermintide. That is true.
Please add the merch store to your channel announcement.
Yes, Stewie. Vermintide is awesome. Well, you just shared the link, so I will not share it again. Yes, we do have our merch store. Please keep an eye out on that. We will be getting new products in constantly. And that finishes us up for announcements. Tonight, we're going to be raiding... Man, everybody online right now is Portuguese.
We can send El Gato Malo over there.
El Gato Malo. No, we cannot send El Gato Malo. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to raid... somebody. Sorry. There's a guy called Ask an Old GM. No, we're going to go ahead and we're going to raid... Ripples.
There's Unprepared with Megan.
The shared experience, which seems to be a Star Wars type thing. Huh. So all that being said, as always, good night, Gracie.
Night,
Good night, everybody.
Bye.